We'll wait for some people to get in here. Todd and Dean, SoulogyOne, out on a spirit walk. The subject tonight is every narrative is false. Every single narrative is false. Now let me explain myself. I'm only telling you what I've learned for myself. Doesn't mean that it's the truth for anybody else. It's just what I've learned for myself. Every narrative is false. That's why it's so important to detach from anything and everything. What are some examples of every narrative is false? We got to remember that we're here to anchor in all of our multidimensionality, to pull in all of our traumas, all of our soul aspects that we've lost in past incarnations and this incarnation. And having said that, what good does it serve us to make judgments and follow narratives in this 3D, okay? When they are the root of separation. You can be a Southern Baptist, and I'm not picking on anybody, I'll bring up several examples. You can be a Southern Baptist in the U.S., and you can say, I've been saved. I asked Jesus to forgive me for my sins. So I'm in the group that's okay, and there's another group that's not. You can say I'm a Republican, and I'm in the good group that's going to be okay. That's the good guys, and the Democrats are not. You can say I follow QAnon, and I know that there's going to be these massive number of arrests, and all this stuff is going to come into alignment and justice, and maybe it will. But if we're carrying the frequency of I told you so, or I'm going to be right, we're the root of the separation. Every narrative, twin flames, that's a narrative that's been distorted, like all the narratives that have any truth in them at all. Anything that takes our power away is a program. And there's nothing personal about it. It's just a program. It's just a whetstone so we can sharpen our soul. But we've got enough information now. We've had enough experiences. We've shared enough of our stories to know that we are eternal beings and that nothing is going to stop our infinite life. Nothing. We're going from incarnation to expand this universe. And the universe is saying to us right now, what do you want? What do you want? Whether it's in this incarnation or the next one, because whatever energy you're having and holding within your field is what you're going to have. If we transition from this world and go into the next one, and we're in balance, as we've learned through our past life memories and through all the soul aspects we've had to pull back from our past life memories in our past incarnations. We know that our energy remains at whatever frequency it's at as we pass from one place to another. The universe has given us all an opportunity right now to say, what do you want? What kind of universe do you want to run as a God? What kind of universe do you want to run? Are you just? Are you fair? Are you compassionate? Will you make sure that everyone in your kingdom eats and is safe? I believe that each and every one of us want that perfect equilibrium that we were born from. And I think that's where we're at right now. What do you want? What do you want to give your attention to? Do you want to give in to fear? Do you want to give in to savior-based programs? Do you want to give your power away? Or do you know enough now that you can understand that you're made in the image? In the image of what? What do we know about creation? It creates. It creates. And it can either create from a conscious standpoint of saying, this is what I want. I may not get it perfect, but this is where I'm headed. Or it can go through its journey unconscious. We're being given the opportunity, not just on behalf of our own lives, or the earth, or even the solar system or the galaxy, but for all the timelines and all the dimensions, we are actually making, or at least having the opportunity to take the multiverses, Mother Goddess, the breath of Mother Goddess, to the highest level of alignment it's ever had. And the challenge we have is we've been brought up in an environment, a conditioning, where we thought the human was small. We need to understand something. The human being is part of an incredible experience. It's an experience where we're actually in physical matter, very dense physical matter, but we have access to all of our multidimensional aspects, all of the infinite mind. And we can apply it down here on the earth right now. And that's not New Age gibberish or bullshit. That's the reality. People have been talking about quantum. What is quantum? You create from what you observe and the thoughts that come from it. If you observe that there's bad guys in the world, not that there's not at a certain level, but we're not from a certain level. We're from the highest of the highest. We're from the deepest place, most high. And when we're up there, all together, looking down on this, we don't see right and wrong. We don't see good and bad. We see energy. We see energy moving to a higher and higher perfection and alignment. And this is the frequency that we're to anchor onto this earth, not because God said, I'm going to bring heaven to earth or some religion, but because we have the capacity to create a 0 point that's miles and miles and miles wide. We have the capacity to do that. There's so much information out there. There's so many things. God bless us all for having the balls to just get out there and speak our truth, shadows and all. But it's really simple. It's really, really simple. We are made in the image of the Creator. We are creation. And we're being put into a space where all the narratives are going to run out. And we're going to be faced with nothing but ourselves. And when we're in that space, in that universal isolation, in that solitude, and when we can remove everything, either by force or by flow, we will then go, okay, I'm here. Everything is what it is. Pain's what it is. Sorrow's what it is. This narrative's what it is. This narrative's what it is. I don't really know. Nobody really knows. Am I worm dirt? Am I a soul that's eternal? No one really knows. What do we have? We have the moment. And what can we do in the moment but to emulate that which created us and create? Create our way, not out. I'm not trying to get out of anything, but create our own experience, create our own environment. Last night in communion, my human self said to the universe, this is what I want. This is what I want from my heart. From my heart. This is what I want to experience. And all the multidimensional aspects lined up. And I know in that moment, energetically, it's going to happen. And I know I'm not the only one. It's going to happen for everybody. But it's not going to happen for us if we are giving away our power to fear-based programming or to savior-based programming. the entire universe, the ETs that we hear about, that the whistleblowers talk about, all the different things, all the different dimensions, all the different timelines, are looking at us and going, oh my God, they are in a physical body, in a dense atmosphere, and they are transforming the world and the universe by their actions. And that's how this works. It doesn't work by how many people you get to join an organization and how many likes you get or any of that. It happens by the transformation of the individual souls. And every time one of them does it, another one sees it and another one does it. And this is where we're at now. This is the only contagion in the earth grid that matters. And it is the most powerful one because it's rooted in the only thing that there is, and that's pure love. Every narrative fails because every narrative has been created from duality. And now we're not in duality. Why are we not in duality even though it looks that way? Because our mind, our head, our mind and our heart, they've merged with everything else that we are. And we know that we can apply everything we know to this experience. And this is how it works. This is the coronation. This is the graduation. Be careful. Let's be careful what we put before us, what we focus on, and to do unto others. Let's be careful what we put before others and what we expose others to, because every single one of us is carrying programming. Every single one of us. We could be 80%, 85% aligned, but we're still carrying programming. That programming has repercussions on each and every one that we meet. When in doubt, shut up, don't say anything. And when you talk, when you act, when you think, and you get to a point where I'm going to do this, do it all the way. Do it all the way. So you can totally experience it. So you can keep closing those doors till you get to that point where it's just you and the fact that you know nothing. And if we know nothing and we're existing and that's all we have in this present moment, what do you want to do? There's a playground right over there. I'm going to go play. I don't know what's going to happen after this, but I'm going to go play. What's so amazing is that energy of going to play with beautiful abandon is the energy that actually takes us to a higher level, and to a higher level of alignment and elevation and expansion. The energy of just being free and sovereign and not fighting the world and fighting the universe and being involved in this game of polarity that we've subjected ourselves to in this realm with purpose. It sounds corny, it sounds strange and weird, but there is the I am soul, or there's nothing. And there's a lot of different phrases and descriptions of what the I am soul is. It's just what we are. I know I'm here, I know you're there. That's soul, that's God, that's goddess, that's source. And we are made in the image. And we can have this thing go any way we want to. And the incredible thing about it all is we can change our energy field in any moment at any time. And when we do that, that's injected into the human hybrid soul grid that makes up this world, that's lighting up like a Chinese firecracker all around the globe because of the individual work that we've all done. One thing as human beings is we've not given ourselves enough credit. Well, it's time to start giving ourselves credit, and it's time to start standing up and saying, hey, you know what? It's okay to be me. That's the secret to the universe? I don't know. But I do know one thing. It's not all these complicated quantum physics, downloads, transmissions, past life experiences. These were all just clues. Cookie crumb trail home. That's it. Our reality, our essence, our being is right here, right now. So let's make it good. It's so funny because we thought we had to get this degree or do this or do that or take this course or learn this certain discipline or way of life, and it all gets back to just this simple, easy joy. How do you be in joy? Be free. Do what you want. None of us want to hurt anybody. Well, what about these people? And what about those people? What about them? If you create an energy field of pure, unadulterated freedom, sovereignty, nothing can touch you. Wishing you all your own peace, power, protection, and big love. Todd Medina, SoulogyOne. Peace out. We're all one.